We're going Good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave. It's the Dave Hughes channel here. It's Dave After Dark. No, it's Dave Almost Every Day. DAED, Dave Almost Every Day. How are you, everybody? It's Dave Almost Every Day. We're doing a little news chat here. It's what is today? Wednesday the 8th. Wednesday on August the 8th, my half birthday. My birthday is February 8th, so my half birthday is today, August 8th. So I am now boop boop and a half. So anyway, I'm scanning the news headlines here today. I'm scanning the news headlines today and giving you the latest news. Giving you the latest news. Oh my goodness, 18 fires in California currently. California may face the worst fire season. We're going to be talking about some news headlines today on Wednesday, the 8th of August at 1:44 p.m. East Coast time, the only time zone that matters. That's right, Eastern time, the only time zone that matters. You're either ahead of it or you're behind it, but the only place you can be actually with it is in the East Coast. That's New York and places like New York and Miami and Washington and Philly and Boston and Pittsburgh and Cleveland and Cincinnati, all those great cities. They're great. Atlanta, they're all East Coast cities. They're all Eastern time cities. Montreal, Toronto. Oh, yeah. So anyway, how are you doing, everybody? Oh, hello. Let's see. Let's do the welcome list here. Cat, Diamond Slash Ranch, Lucy T. Lucy T. Oh, there's the Doxinator. Who cares? You know, Doxinator, you at least have to get on the bus. You know, he collects a big paycheck from me every week. He at least can get on the bus. Manchichi, how are you? Keith R. Woken, Wong Yong, 65 and a half. No, I am not. You wish you were 65 and a half. I am not that old. I am. In fact, I look a lot younger than I am. Sister Earth. Cat Cake and hey, we had a nice little chat there from Caravan Carolyn today. So hi there. I don't know if she's watching or not, but she had a little bit of a copyright problem on one of her videos, I'm told. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking today about the news. The news. And one of the big stories here is in the New York Times. It's social media at a peak. At a peak? They're apparently Facebook and some of the other big social media platforms are reporting flat usership, meaning their users all have flat heads. No, meaning that their usership is starting to peak and maybe decline. In fact, Snapchat has actually reported a decline. Twitter, which has struggled for years to increase internet interest in the platform, also said that in late July, its monthly active users had increased by 1 million. So it looks like maybe all these different social media platforms have finally peaked and the end may be nigh. No, I don't think the end is anywhere near, but at least the continued double-digit growth has stopped. So anyway, I think too a lot of people are just tired of it. Are you tired of Facebook? Are you tired of social media? Does it just get on your nerves now? You know, I use Facebook to promote my website and promote my YouTube channel, but to be honest with you, I find it kind of a I don't know, smarmy kind of place. I look at other people's posts and they post what they're eating and where they're on vacation and stuff like that. And I just go, oh my goodness. We are hot and hazy here in California, Aroken writes. Yeah, you're having one hell of a fire season out there. Tell your age, Larry, 60.5. Okay, you just did it. Do I look 60? What do you think my real age is? Do I look 60 and a half? I mean, come on. So tired of Facebook. I am too. I don't know how many times, some people just post every stupid little thing. They go out to eat at a restaurant. There's a picture of every meal. Their kids. How about the cute kids, right? The adorable kids. It's one thing now and then to have your little grandchild or your child or your whatever have a picture, maybe a birthday or something, but every day, oh, here's what my adorable child did today. Played with a ball. Oh, my adorable child made a funny face today. My adorable child knocked over the water vase today. My adorable child, and you get to the point where I'm tired of it, I look 21. Thank you, Jong, Yong. 21 years on Jupiter. What's that about? 300. YOLO travels. I'm tired of Facebook. Go on maybe once a day. Yeah, I'm the same way. And the other thing is too, that wall thing, I have like 4,300 subs or friends on Facebook, and there's no way I can make sense out of my wall because most 99% of those people I don't know. They're just friends I've made for business purposes and stuff. So I just go to people's pages and look at them. I have about 5 or 6 really good friends, and I'll look at their pages. And I have one friend that all she does is just post political things. That's all she does. That's just every day there's like 20 or 30 different political things, and I agree with her politics, but I'm just tired of every day having 25 or 30 of the same political crap in my face to the point where, okay, I get it. I agree with you. I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's like, why did somebody have to it's like an incessant parrot that just has to keep telling you, Trump is bad, Trump is bad, Trump is good, Trump is good, Trump is bad, Trump is bad, Trump is good. It's like I don't need that every day. And then I have other friends that are on the opposite. So I have some friends that are telling me how good Trump is every day, like 30 or 40 times, and other friends that are telling me how bad Trump is every day, 30 or 40 times. And I'm just like, ah. I have a friend that had to let the world know every morning that he took a dump. Well, that was big news to him, I get in too many Facebook fights. Lost a lot of friends. Yeah, losing friends via Facebook, creating family rifts via Facebook. I know some people that can write the textbook on that. Oh yeah. Creating family rifts on Facebook. Yeah, I'm not going to say who it is, but I know somebody who's very good at that. Very, very good at that. What's today's topic? Geezer wants to know. Today's topic, we're talking about Facebook and how it looks like the peak has stopped and it's now plateaued, and now the user probably thing is going to start going down. Some reports in the New York Times today about how Snapchat is losing some posters and subscribers, and Twitter's been down. And I don't know about YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube's starting to get tired. Everybody's starting to get tired of it. Are you tired of YouTube? I don't know, man. I see so many YouTubers now that are doing videos that it just seems like they've lost the fun. We were talking about that in my show this morning on my Camo Dave channel about how it looks like, that fun, when a YouTuber first starts doing like an exploration channel or an RV channel or a nomadic channel, they're doing it for the fun. And then it starts to get a little bit of money and then a little more money, and then they start monetizing it, and then they start doing sponsors, and then they start PayPal and Patreon, and now they're bringing in a certain amount of money every month, and they want to keep that money, get it coming in, and they want to build on it. And now all of a sudden, what was once a fun thing is now turned into just cranking out the content. I got to produce a video every day or else I will not make the X amount of dollars that I'm hoping to make on YouTube. And it gets boring. Dave needs a Tinder. Today's topic, Dave talks, you listen. Shut up, Craig. I got several new Doxinators in the wings. I'm interviewing them. I quit Facebook 3 years ago, writes Keith R. 70.5. Yeah, that's what Craig is. Craig's 80.5, I think, isn't he? There are a plethora of possible reasons. One is on self-reporting. And thank you, I don't look 60. A&A RV Travels. Hey, Dave, what are we? Yeah, I told you. I'm catching up on the comments here. Kat Kenkin, you're okay under the circumstances. Facebook will die. Really? You think so? I don't know. Here we got, on one hand, Facebook is telling us that we need to, but we respect your privacy and we want your private, we want you to go on our bizarre menu system and click all these little things so you can protect your privacy. On the other hand, there was a big article in one of the papers yesterday about how Facebook is making alliances with banks and they want banking information. So now Facebook will have access to your bank account and now you can buy and sell things and take money out and move money around, not just on your bank's website, but also on Facebook. Is that a good thing? If someone now hacks into Facebook, as people are getting their accounts hacked all the time, they're not only hacking into your Facebook account, they're hacking into your bank account. Is that a good thing? Do you really want to give Facebook access to your bank accounts? I think that's a little much. 21 times 3, actually. Is that what you think? 63, isn't it? I ain't 63. All you need is a Tinder and you are good. So Dave is a Facebook looker. No, I have a Facebook page. I have 4,300 friends on Facebook, quote unquote. I don't understand why some people think they have to post everything they do, like eating. Yeah, I'm the same way. Every little thing your kid does, everything, sometimes your dog, or what my little cute dog did, vacations. Another one is vacations. It's like every day we get 10 pictures of what you're doing on vacation, where you're eating, what hotel you're staying at, what you look like on the beach. It's like, why don't you just go on vacation and enjoy it? Do you really need to share everything with everybody? Gosh, it's Josh. I lost 2 good friends on Facebook over them and their Obama-loving asses. Mm. Oh, you have fake. Geezer says he has fake friends. Getting a little tired of YouTube. Still like it though. I feel the same way. I feel the same way as shares, however you say that. I feel the same way. I still enjoy YouTube more than anything else. I mean, television is horrible. Broadcast television, cable television is awful. Netflix is in. I'm always on YouTube and I always find something interesting to watch. But a lot of the channels that I started liking a year or two ago, I just find boring now. I hardly ever, I see them pop up. I still have them subbed, but I just, it just seems like so many people now are just doing it. I got to crank out another video today. Hi, Chunky Pumpkin and Little Lloyd. How are you? I saw Smiling John Bushman got eaten by a shark. Oh my goodness, that was scary. Crotchy got scared. Crotchy was in tears. Crotchy panicked and he ran away and I haven't seen him. He saw that Smiling John Bushman there in the shark's mouth and he just went, I can't stand this, and he just took off. So we haven't seen Crotchy since your video came out. I've got the Royal Canadian Mounted Police down here looking for him. Lawrence Barber, hey Dave, sexy man. You want to punch me? You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Bop, bop, bop. Ruthie, people will go back to hanging out with people in person. LOL. I think it's very true. I think it used to be you would go to the neighborhood pub or the neighborhood bar or whatever, the evening meeting. I don't know. Hang out in your backyard with your neighbors. I don't know. People, I think, are using, Facebook chats especially or YouTube chats especially as kind of just hangouts, Chunky Pumpkin Little Lloyd. Oh, he's drinking. Well, yeah. The Steaming Bean. Hey, Dave, on the train to Toronto. Yeah, I enjoyed your visit there with Sean Rockenbox. That was very cool. Very cool. So you're heading to Toronto, and then when do you start? You start school again, I guess, pretty soon, huh? You heading back up to northern Saskatchewan for another semester of teaching? You're sweet, Cam. Oh, Chunky Pumpkin. I want to go to the Yukon. I really do. It's like, what a cool place. What, you don't like being sexy? I love it. I love it. I love it. Dangerous Dave. What else do we have here? Oh, they're opening up an IKEA in India. Oh, yeah. Uh, okay, yeah. So what? Anyway, what else? What other big news today? What other big news do we have today? What other big news do we have today? Oh, this is an interesting story. I found this very interesting. It's not a funny story by any means, but it is a very interesting story. Schools buy shooter insurance. School systems are now worried that they could get sued. If a shooter comes into a building because of lax security and shoots up the building and kills people or injures them, then people will then, we live in a lawyer happy, a lawyer, we love lawyers in this country, law lawyers and whatever. So what lawyers are now doing is not only they're going back and they're suing school systems, school districts, because the school district let down the security or didn't have proper security in the building, and people got shot and injured and killed. So to protect the school systems against lawsuits, they are now buying shooter insurance. And apparently, so they said that the Belpre City Schools, a district of 1,000 students in southeastern Ohio, purchased a plan last year that includes a $25,000 death benefit per victim and trauma counseling. So if your kid gets killed in school, the insurance company will pay you $25,000. I don't know, man. This is just bizarre. I don't know. I'm reading this and I'm just going, really? Really? So that's what school systems are now thinking about. They're actually thinking about protecting themselves against lawsuits, which could, I guess, if you had a shooting at a school and a lot of people were killed or injured, then people would sue the school system for lack of security and some sort of negligence, so to speak, and then they could be out for a lot of money. I don't know. It's really sad. Very sad. Gotta go save Campermite. Bushman's freaking peace. Okay, Chunky Pumpkin, you have a good one. Gus Avocados, if any of you remember normal times when people were meeting each other in homes and just had a cup of tea. Now, mobile phones and texting, soon people will forget how to talk. You're very right there, Gus. I think that's very true. People are becoming, we always talk about how social media is expanding us and we're meeting new people and we're connecting with old friends from our childhood or from school. And, I have 4,300 friends on Facebook. I would never have that many friends in real life. I don't, that's crazy. But at the same time, we're becoming more isolated. We're all, in our little rooms, we're just, compute on our little screens, typing away on our little phones. And yeah, it's a very kind of an isolating kind of thing. Kind of sad, it really is. Yes, Roland and Orzaballs. Whatever. I'm afraid you're right, Gus rates Mayhem RV. Oh, hi, Stephen Phillips. Yeah, we're just talking about social media, some trends in social media. There's some reports from Facebook and Snapchat that their subscribers or their users, I guess it is, their users are flattening out. And Facebook could be seeing a decline actually in the next couple months of actual users. And some apps like Twitter and Snapchat have already seen a decline. People, I think, are just getting burned out with a lot of it. So we're looking at some of that going on. We're looking at Facebook wanting to make deals with big banks to to make it easier and more convenient with you to pay for things on Facebook. Do you feel good about that? Do you feel good about having all your bank information, your account information, all there on Facebook for Facebook to access? I used to have my bank account linked to my PayPal. No, I know it was to my eBay. I have an eBay account. I do buy some camo pants, and I even felt weird about just having my bank account linked to that. Someone breaks into my eBay account, they can get into my bank account. It's scary. I remember 13 years ago when I moved to Philly from Orlando, I said hello to people. They looked at me like I was crazy. It is nice though. Go to a Starbucks. There's always a nice bunch of people at Starbucks in your local area. And you see the regulars here in Springfield. There's some guys that I see at Starbucks every day. Ruthie D, we may have had less friends before Facebook, but they were real friends. You're absolutely right there. They were real friends. And we treated each other with love and respect because it was face to face and not playing keyboard commando. What does IKR mean? I don't know. Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it does become a chore. You're absolutely right, Sister Earth. There's so many. I mean, I'm on there. I'm constantly checking. I know. I mean, I have several email accounts. I'm checking my Facebook. I'm checking my do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Just checking up on the news. It does become a chore to deal with all the different social media you got. Facebook is too bloated. Myriads of different kinds of content and ads make it sort of a hassle to use unless you're using Facebook groups. Absolutely. Facebook will sell all your info to the red Chinese. They call it, is that the new the red Chinese? Oh, I got a ZTE phone here, so all of my texts are being monitored by Beijing, I'm sure. But anything you do, I mean, good Lord. I mean, whatever phone company you're on, they're monitoring everything you do, right? If you like some time, Dave, you like theme parks, we could hang out in the popcorn. Ah. Okay, entertain me. Recently, I've asked people about YouTube, and it's incredible how many think the subscribe button means they have to pay. Oh, right. Subscription does make it sound like you have to pay for something, right? I want to subscribe to your video. But maybe that, there's a way of making money, right? YouTube should even monetize that. Monetize the subscribe button. I'll be your friend if you pay me $1 and then link to your PayPal. Now, that's not a bad idea either for these people that just want more friends. I'll be your friend, you be my friend. Well, whatever. Uh, New York Times hits digital wall. Subscriber growth slows, shares drop. Chicagoland man shot dead by neighbor in argument over dog peeing. I mean, what is going on today, huh? Holy cow. I always thought Facebook was a super liberal platform. I'm going to erase my account once I have saved my photos there. I have heard a number of people that I know have gotten rid of their Facebook accounts. I know two or three people that have already done that, geezer. Kind of interesting. I would probably do it too if it wasn't for the fact that Facebook is still a useful tool for me when I'm building a website. There are still a lot of people that, for example, if I have a big breaking news story on my website, I'll put it up on Facebook too, and I get some cross ventilation, so to speak. People will go to the Facebook thing, and they'll go to the YouTube thing, and they'll all come, and they'll come to my website. And I do get if I do cross pollinate stuff on Facebook, it does come back and hit me in the face on my website, which is what I like. Dave, what about all the crazy? What about all the people killed in Chicago? Crazy, huh? I mean, what are you talking about? Yeah, just the murder rate in Chicago. It's like one of the highest. It's sad. Baltimore's the same way. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. How many languages do you speak? Klingon. I speak Klingon. So are you getting is everybody getting tired of Facebook? Are we tired of it? Oh, this is interesting. Google is unveiling Android 9. Android 9 has it's called the Digital Well-Being Dashboard inside the settings, where you can turn it off. Like you can say, I need 8 hours of sleep, and you say between 11 and 7 I'm sleeping. So Android will now not let you look at any of your apps between 11 and 7. So you can't do Facebook. You won't be tempted to wake up at 2 in the morning and check your Facebook messages, okay, or check your email. I don't know. Do we really need our phones telling us sorry? Or they'll monitor. They actually will monitor the time we spend with a certain app. Say I only want to spend a maximum of 60 minutes a day on Facebook. And if you hit more than 60, it'll shut down Facebook and you won't be able to use it on your phone. But you can always run over to your laptop and continue using it. I don't know. That seems silly. It just seems silly. Google says that 70% of the people it has talked to in doing research want more help disconnecting. So anyway, the digital well-being dashboard, it's coming to your phone. Geezer, yes, I've been tired of Facebook. People are 100% in person than on Facebook, so I don't like fake people as friends. That's true. You don't. You don't know that everybody there on Facebook is a friend, do you? You really don't. My mother's Facebook was hacked a few days ago. What is that? Lip Davis 13. My mother's Facebook was hacked a few days ago. All of her friends were getting advertisements for different products in their messages, like she was sending it to them. Yeah. And you'll get a letter from your aunt or a Facebook message from your aunt, and she'll say, "Did you know that this product is so good? I recommend it." Then there's a link, and if you click on it, you get a virus. I've gotten that too. Yeah, you'll get messages from people you think you know. Have you ever gotten the one where someone says, "I'm stranded in Boston, and I need you to send me some money on your PayPal." And it comes from what looks like a friend. "I've lost my wallet and I need money to buy an airplane ticket to get out of Boston. Would you please help me? Here's my PayPal." And yeah, come on. I dropped Facebook a few years ago and hardly post anything or go on it. It sucks because I see what's happening. I see that happening with YouTube now, especially with all the drama going around. Right, Oshkosh, it's Josh. Is it okay if I add you on Facebook, Dave? I don't know. Send me a request and I'll check you out, Lawrence. They say Facebook stock is going to keep falling. I think it's very true. There's so many things wrong with Facebook, the fake news, the way, Russia came in. You get people like that. You know what I'm saying? Some group will post something, a crazy news headline, like a political thing, and then it gets thrown around so many times, forwarded and forwarded and forwarded to the point where no one knows where it originally came from, and then it's all over the place, huh? I'm poor and I need lunch. Here's my PayPal. Really? Craig, are you really? You need to. Facebook is owned by the Russians. What else is going on today? Anybody want to talk politics? Ooh. Representative Chris Collins, a Republican of New York, has been charged with insider trading. Did you know? Here's some news from the Washington Post. Did you know that George Washington grew marijuana at Mount Vernon? At Mount Vernon, they're actually growing it today. A luscious crop of cannabis nears harvest time. It's not for smoking, though. This is industrial hemp raised for its fiber. Mount Vernon has started growing it because George Washington did. So hemp makes good rope. Well, I think we knew that, didn't we? Wow. Oh, we got some interesting news here. Alex Jones. Yeah, the whole thing with Alex Jones and Infowars being blocked by all these various social media platforms, including YouTube and Facebook, and yeah, where is it here? It was saying how a lot of these organizations, like especially on YouTube, they have a lot of this. They have a for instance, they've been letting Alex Jones say a lot of things for so many years on YouTube, and then all of a sudden now they're cracking down on him. Like he's really changing his. I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness going on, and then they were saying how the stuff that Alex says isn't even as bad as what some other people are saying that are still on YouTube. So they're not being consistent. Right? Hemp. Can you smoke hemp? Hemp is far more durable and versatile than cotton, writes Awoken. They still sell gummy hemp frogs on Amazon. I see 9 likes. I see 14. Hit the like button. Don't forget. What does it matter? Hi, Mrs. Monchichi. How are you? Going to watch Dr. Zhivago with, oh, that's a good movie with Omar Sharif. That Somewhere My Love. What is my favorite color? I like blue. I think blue is my favorite color. I used to say orange, but I don't know. Uh, oh yes. So anyway, so today's topic was oh darn it. Caravan Carolyn won't be in the chat today because she's counting up her super chat donations. She was on YouTube this morning doing a chat. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you're right. Geezer, we talk about free speech, but you're doing, what Google does. I mean, what YouTube does, what Facebook does. They're private. They're technically not government. Okay, companies within company platforms can regulate your freedoms. I mean, if you have a job at Walmart and Walmart says you must wear this particular uniform to work every day, you must cut your beard off, you must have a certain hairstyle, you must behave a certain way, you can't just say anything to anybody. When you're on a paid employee and you're working, you have they can tell you how you behave, how you can talk, how you can look, how you can act. Okay, that you lose the freedom. Now you still have the freedom, but an employer can do that to you. Okay, that's just the way it is. Okay, you still have your freedoms, but not so far as when you're getting employed. Same thing when you're like in a particular restaurant. Certain things you can and can't do while you're in a private space like that. When you're on Facebook, when you're doing something like that, when you're on YouTube, they have their own rules. They have their own, there are, you can't say anything. That's even though it's legal to say that somebody is overweight. If you say somebody's overweight on YouTube, they can shut your channel down. Many big companies, yeah. And so it's the same kind of thing as what's going on with Alex Jones. It's not a freedom of speech thing. They're saying you're using our private platform. When you signed up for our platform, when you signed up to have a Facebook account or a YouTube account or whatever, you had that terms of service, right? And somewhere in that terms of service said you agree to be bound by their rules, and their rules include their restrictions on your speech. Okay. Dave's in the house. Hey, Brian Stepp, how are you doing? Dave, take the place of Alex Jones on YouTube and start making stories of UFO kidnapping RV owners. Hey, that's right. What happened? We should do that. Which RV owners or which RV owners are aliens? Which RV owners have been kidnapped, had their brains rewired, and then sent back to Earth as secret aliens from space? Yeah, I don't know. I'm addicted to a lot of the social media stuff, and I do find it very, very disturbing. A lot of things. Dave walks softly but carries a big stick. Ah. I love the term fake news too. It just doesn't mean much. What does fake news mean? I mean, a lot of news is fake, right? Where does it cross the line? A lot of what the regular news media gives us has been hyped and, isn't necessarily truth, So how do we determine between truth and fake? I don't know. Yes, we should wear tinfoil hats. There's Yeah, whatever happened to Nomad News? That was a cool channel. That guy posted about a year ago. He made his last post. Remember that? He got off the Nomad News guy, and he was doing some interesting stuff, and then he came back for like 1 week in September, and then bang, he disappeared. I don't know. Big companies see their employees as brand ambassadors. Some require employees to volunteer for a charity a minimum of so many hours per month. That's very true, Jay. Oh, Jay sent me an email. He said that he didn't want me just to pick a bunch of little old ladies to be my wrenches. The only wrench I have right now is Craig. Okay, he's kind of a little old man. fast fast pup dog training. Aren't the laws different when a company is news media? Like they don't have responsibility to air different points of view. Yeah, Facebook was asking for some sort of an exemption for news media organizations. I don't know. Like they're different. Aren't the laws? Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, what else is big news today, huh? Well, they had a bunch of elections yesterday. Um, I don't know. It was kind of mixed. It wasn't, the Democrats did well in some of them. The five main takeaways from yesterday's election results: Republicans had a brush with trouble in Ohio, where the result still has not been declared. But the activist wing of the Democratic Party, which mobilized for several of the night's biggest races, most fell short. I think the problem is, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm seeing? Let's see. I'm seeing. I think we see to some degree. Um, hmm, what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. The Democrats are going to go far to the left. They're going to alienate too many people and make an easier victory for Trump in the fall of 2020. I really think that's probably what's going to happen. It reminds me a lot of the 1972 election. Richard Nixon squeaked in. Okay, Richard Nixon beat Hubert Humphrey in 1968 by just a little bit. Okay, it wasn't a big election, it wasn't a big victory. Okay, so Richard Nixon gets in. Now, Richard Nixon was not a popular president during his first term. He was a Republican. He had a lot of problems with Vietnam and a lot of other things. And it was a very tumultuous couple of years for Richard Nixon. Okay, but what did the Democrats do since they lost with Hubert Humphrey in 1968? What happened to the Democrats over those 4 years that Nixon was in office was that the liberal wing of the party took over the party. Okay, and they put in a guy by the name of George McGovern. Now, George McGovern, I like George McGovern, but he was an ultra liberal. Okay, very, very liberal. and the fact that he alienated a lot of the mainstream parts of the Democratic Party. So what happened was 1972 comes around, bang, and Richard Nixon wins a big he won huge in 1972. Okay, because the Democrats kind of went off to the edge and kind of imploded. And I think that's what's happening in 2020. You got the Bernie Sanders wing of the party, you got the Elizabeth Warren wing of the party, and they're kind of the mainstream part of the Democratic Party now. And whoever's going to be probably nominated to run against Trump is going to be a far to the left, and I think it's going to make it harder and harder for the Democrats to beat Trump in 2020. So my money is on Trump in 2020. I think the way the Democrats are acting right now, they're not looking good for a victory in 2020. But that's what I think. That's what I think. Geezer, I think your chats about different topics are a lot more interesting than the nomadic styles or the nomadic news. Well, you know what? I'm trying to do both things. I got my Dave Hughes channel, which is what I'm doing all my other stuff on. And then if you like the nomadic crap, I do, which I do. I like nomadic stuff on YouTube. That's on Camo Dave's. That's my Camo Dave. That's where I talk about the nomads, caravans, RV life, and Eric Nomadic Fanatic. But on the Dave Hughes channel, I'm just trying some other things out, trying some chats out, and we're seeing where it goes. I don't know. I'm seeing, throwing S at the fan and seeing what sticks. Okay. It's fun and I like to do it. Democrats lost 8 of the 9 races. Yeah, they didn't do very well yesterday. And I noticed that, you got to say the bias at CNN. CNN was just desperately trying to paint it as good as they could for the Democrats last night with Anderson Cooper and all that. And they really couldn't. And the Post does the same thing. The Washington Post, they just desperately try to tout the Democrats' line on so many things. But and they try to take a relatively unimportant little by-election and make it like it's some huge, predictor for it didn't show anything. It really didn't. I think Dave's channel will grow a lot quicker if he slowly moves away from the nomadic thing. Yeah. I think it's not that I have 2 channels now. Okay. So I'm doing the other thing and this thing. So let's see if we can do both. I need my camper van Elvis updates. Well, that's on Camo Dave. Okay. Camper van Elvis updates are over on Camo Dave. This is the Dave Hughes channel. The Hung Long Duck Dong. I got a great idea for you. Go on one of Carpetbagger's campfire stories and take calls with him. That would be stellar. I should do that. Maybe they could do that one night on his chat, his ghost story chat things. I'll be there in person. And he'll, all of a sudden he'll pan across the dark dungeon there, the dark bunker, and there's Dave. Hey. I like covering the nomadic stuff, and I'm going to continue doing that. And the channel's growing over there. Camo Dave, I'm getting 10, 15, 20 new subs every day. So, I'm filling a need over there, but there's also other stuff I want to talk about. I like talking about news and politics and stuff like that. It's just, I'm doing what I like doing, and if we got 38 people watching now, that's cool. I'm enjoying it. So what the heck? Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Anyway. Do 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 do. Welcome back, Ruthie. Where have you been? Liberals are chasing away their constituents. The liberals do a good job of doing that. Okay, the Democrats, the Democratic Party only wins when it unites. Okay, if the party splits, the party loses. Okay, the party split in 1972 when the liberal wing of the party takes over the party, then they tend to lose. Okay, George McGovern lost, Walter Mondale lost. Remember Dukakis? Remember him? Does anybody remember Dukakis actually ran for president? John Kerry ran for president. All his Democrats, they all lost. And that's not good. Bill Clinton was a centrist. Obama kind of brought it to the center, at least early in his term. He kind of went off to the left later, but he was kind of a centrist at one time. When the Democratic Party does that, then they win. But I don't see that happening in 2020. I think a centrist would be Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, and I don't see them going that way. I just don't. I just don't see Andrew Cuomo being. Then they want an Elizabeth Warren, they want a Bernie Sanders. I didn't notice them on the Hughes channel. Remember Dukakis, and he did that tank? He rode around in a tank with a funny helmet, and that just killed that. That lost him the election. Right? Certain things will just lose you the election right off the bat. Okay, you just lose. Okay, and go Google that somewhere and go Dukakis in tank, and you'll see this funny little man with this doofy looking helmet on, and everyone said, okay, that's it. Good lord. Michael Dukakis. Yeah, I'm good at remembering presidential losers. Let's see. Yeah. Walter Walter Mondale. Where's he from? He was from Minnesota, wasn't he? He was, wasn't he? We had that. Oh yeah. Crazy. The Willie Horton thing hurt a lot too. My dad called Dukakis Ducockeyed. Too many. The Cuomo family does have a lot of skeletons. Yeah, Mario Cuomo, the dad, he was governor for I don't know how many terms, 3 or 4 terms, and he had a lot of skeletons in his closet. And he's got his son. The family's all connected. It's kind of in a way like the Kennedys were. The family has a lot of ties to a lot of New York politics is not the cleanest thing in the world. How many corruption charges do you get thrown at the governor of New York or the mayor of New York City? It's not the cleanest state. It's one of those states like New Jersey where politics is fairly corrupt, and in order to go up in the levels of New York politics, you got to be. Look at Donald Trump. I mean, he's even just his business dealings, being in New York and all that, he's got a lot of stuff in his closet. He's able to overcome that. He does have a certain sense of charisma, and there's a certain oomph with him right now, but he's got a lot of baggage, and he hasn't even been in there 2 years yet, and he's already got all these investigations against him. I mean, even look at Nixon. Nixon didn't get the investigations against him until his second term. I don't know. But anyway, we were talking about Facebook and whether they're going to continue growing. I don't think they will. I think a lot of people are just getting tired with social media, and politics is another main reason for it. That political groups are using social media more and more, and we don't know what to believe. And seeing our friends, posting, a good friend of ours posting 12 or 20 posts a day of politics we don't like. Is that going to win us closer to our friends? I don't know. That's right. Cuomo married into the Kennedy family. Oh yeah, yeah. It's all one big family. All right, Diamond Stat slash Ranch. I'm gonna be ending this pretty soon. I'm not. We're already 48 minutes. I just wanted to touch base with you for Dave almost every day. Say hello. Do a couple news headlines here. I don't know if I'll do one tomorrow. It depends on what the news is tomorrow. We'll see. Don't forget Blind View's Thirsty Thursday tomorrow. But yeah, is this Wednesday? This is Wednesday, right? This week has gone so fast. Oh my goodness, it's already Wednesday. I was thinking for a minute today's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thirsty Thursday, 7 o'clock with the Blind Views there. We always enjoy that. Oh yeah. Well, I wish he would talk some more politics. I enjoy him talking about politics. I don't agree with him. He was on there the other day talking about Nixon and all that other stuff. I do enjoy listening to what his take on politics is. So I wish he would talk more politics tomorrow. So hopefully he'll do that. Many people are realizing that Facebook and social media outlets are affecting their workplace. Be very careful. Yeah, your boss, everybody can see your Facebook stuff. Okay. The police can see it. Past and future employers can see it. Attorneys can see it. The police can see it. Good Lord, be careful, okay? You're putting everything out there and it doesn't go away. You delete something on Facebook, it's still there. It's still there. It's just not being seen on your page. It's like deleting email. You delete an email, it goes away from your screen. You won't see it on your screen, and it may even get deleted from a particular server, but it's there on someone else's server. That mail is sent to somebody else. It's on another server somewhere. It's on many more servers. Everything. It's a scary thing about social media. It's a scary thing about electronic media is that things never go away. Somebody can always find it. It's like permanent. Zep, thanks you for stopping by. Zep and now MEP. We have Maximum Effort Productions and Zero Effort Productions all together under the great Charlton LLC corporate umbrella. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you're not subscribed to my Dave Hughes channel, please do, and appreciate it. And if you want a sticker, I'll put some addresses down below, and we'll send you some stickers and whatever. I got this in the mail today. I think it's Little Lou. If you want to see what's in this box, tune in tomorrow to my Camo Dave episode. We'll open it together. All right, folks. Stream Silencio.